There are moments in life when you feel like something is pulling the strings. You don't see it, you don't hear it, but you feel it. That invisible weight on your chest when you wake up. That unexplainable resistance when you try to change. The way opportunities seem to either flow effortlessly toward you or vanish before you can even grab them. It's not luck. It's not coincidence. It's frequency. Your life is vibrating right now at a very specific frequency. And that vibration is silently attracting everything around you, your relationships, your finances, your health, even the thoughts looping in your mind. The truth is, you don't get what you want. You get what you are. And what you are is determined by one thing, the frequency you're tuned into. Most people are completely unaware of this. They keep trying to fix things on the outside, work harder, hustle more, force relationships, chase money. But if your inner frequency is out of alignment, every effort becomes a battle. It's like trying to tune into a radio station. While your dial is set to static Q, just get noise. Today, I'm going to show you something radically different. Not theory, not empty motivation, but a method I've personally used and taught to shift my frequency in minutes, not years. A method that has helped thousands of people break free from cycles of anxiety, scarcity, and emotional chaos. When you master these three forces, you don't just raise your vibration, you rewrite the entire story of your life. And before we dive in, here's my promise. If you stay with me until the end of this video, you'll not only understand this power, you'll feel it. You'll leave knowing exactly how to apply these three forces to create transformation that lasts. So stick with me, because by the end, you'll see why your reality has been the way it is on. How to change it, starting today. Now, let's talk about what no one else dares to say. Your frequency isn't random. It's being shaped every second by three forces so powerful that ancient spiritual masters protected them as sacred knowledge, while modern science is just starting to confirm their existence. And these forces are already at work inside you, whether you realize it or not. The question is, are they working for you or against you? The first time I discovered this, I was skeptical. I thought, there's no way something this simple could change everything. But I was wrong. I've lived this. I've seen the shift not just in my own life, but in the lives of countless others who've applied it with breathtaking results. When you master these three forces, you stop fighting life, and life starts flowing toward you. But before I reveal the first force, let me ask you this. Are you ready to stop living on autopilot? Because here's the thing: if you've been feeling stuck, frustrated, or like you're repeating the same patterns over and over, it's not because you're lazy or broken. It's because your frequency has been hijacked by old wounds, old beliefs, and right here, right now, you have the power to reclaim it. All it takes is learning to activate these three universal forces. And the first one is the most misunderstood of all: love. Stay with me here, because when I say love, I don't mean romance or cheesy affirmations or pretending everything is fine. I'm talking about a raw, transformational energy that rewires your nervous system, your thoughts, and even your cells. Modern neuroscience has proven that the human heart generates the strongest electromagnetic field in the body, stronger than the brain. This field doesn't just stay in your chest. It radiates out, influencing the world around you like a silent broadcast tower. Think about that for a second. Every room you walk into, every decision you make, it's all being shaped by this invisible signal. And here's the kicker: people don't respond to your words. They respond to your frequency. If you're radiating fear, desperation, or lack, no matter how hard you try to fake confidence, others feel the truth. But when you radiate authentic love, the kind that comes from deep self-acceptance and compassion, you become magnetic. Opportunities find you, people trust you, and life bends to meet you. I didn't always understand this. Years ago, my own frequency was chaos. I was constantly trying to fix myself by overworking, overthinking and overpleasing everyone around me. On the outside, it looked like I was doing well. On the inside, I was exhausted and empty. That's when I stumbled across this principle and decided to test it. Instead of focusing on controlling everything externally, I started focusing on one thing only: cultivating a vibration of love inside me, no matter what was happening outside. At first, it felt awkward, almost fake. But within weeks, I started noticing subtle shifts. A difficult relationship that had felt impossible to heal suddenly softened. Opportunities I'd been chasing for months showed up unexpectedly. And the biggest surprise, my health began to improve in ways even doctors couldn't explain. That's when I realized this wasn't random. It was science. Dr. Joe Dispenza's research confirmed what mystics have known for centuries: that your heart's electromagnetic field literally organizes matter around you. Nikola Tesla once said, "If you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." He wasn't being poetic. He was describing a literal truth. Love is the master frequency. When you operate from it, everything else falls into place. When you block it through shame or resentment, your frequency becomes distorted, and your life reflects that distortion back to you. But here's the thing no one tells you. Love isn't just a feeling, it's a practice, a skill you can develop. And when you master it, you don't just feel better, you become better at every level. So how do you activate this force, especially when life feels hard? The method I teach starts with a simple but radical shift. Stop trying to deserve love and start generating it as a choice. This means dropping the idea that love is something you have to earn or wait for someone else to give you. Instead, you turn inward, tap into that natural frequency within your heart, and broadcast it outward deliberately. I'll give you an example. There was a client of mine, we'll call her Sarah, who came to me completely burned out. Her career was stagnant, her relationships were a mess, and she felt like nothing she did mattered. We didn't start by fixing her resume or her dating life. We started by rewiring her internal frequency. Through daily heart-centered practices, she learned to generate love from within, even when nothing externally had changed yet. Within 3 months, her entire world shifted. She got a promotion without even applying for it. Her partner began treating her with a level of respect she had never experienced before, and most importantly, she felt truly alive again. That's the power of the first force. It's not magic, it's alignment. And when you align with love, you set the foundation for the next 2 forces, which amplify your transformation exponentially. Before we move on, I want to pause and invite you into something deeper. If you're resonating with this, and you know you're ready to shift your frequency on a whole new level, make sure you hit that subscribe button and stay connected. Because in this space, we're not just talking about ideas, we're practicing transformation together. And the next 2 forces we're about to explore will take you even further. Now, let's talk about the second force, forgiveness. Most people think forgiveness is about letting someone else off the hook. They resist it because they believe, if I forgive, it means what they did was okay. But that's not what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is freedom. It's not about the other person. It's about cutting the energetic cords that keep you bound to pain, anger, and the past. Imagine carrying a backpack full of heavy rocks everywhere you go. Every memory of betrayal, every grudge, every regret, another rock added to the weight. You try to run toward your dreams, but you're exhausted before you even start. That's what unforgiveness does to your frequency. It drags you down, distorts your signal, and keeps you stuck replaying old stories. The moment you forgive, you drop the backpack. Your frequency instantly rises. And here's the wild part. Neuroscience shows that when you forgive, your brain literally rewires itself. Stress hormones decrease. Your immune system strengthens. Your creativity and problem-solving abilities skyrocket. It's like hitting a reset button for your entire being. I've seen this firsthand. There was a man I worked with, we'll call Him, David, who had been carrying resentment for decades. He thought forgiveness was impossible. Through the method I teach, he didn't just forgive intellectually, he released it at a cellular level. The next day, he described feeling 10 pounds lighter, both physically and emotionally. Within weeks, his business started thriving in ways it never had before. Not because he worked harder, but because his frequency was finally free to flow. Forgiveness isn't easy. It requires courage, but it's not about condoning the past. It's about reclaiming your present. And when you combine forgiveness with love, you create a powerful upward spiral that accelerates every area of your life. Now, we've covered 2 of the 3 forces. The final one is the secret key that unlocks everything: gratitude, but not the shallow kind where you list things you're supposed to be thankful for. I'm talking about embodied gratitude that floods your system with a visceral sense of abundance and possibility. When you practice authentic gratitude, your brain shifts from survival mode to creation mode. You literally start perceiving opportunities that were invisible to you before. Your nervous system calms. Your frequency becomes magnetic to prosperity, joy, and synchronicity. Think of gratitude as the glue that holds love and forgiveness together. Without it, your frequency wavers. With it, your transformation locks in place. And when you apply all 3 forces, love, forgiveness, and gratitude, you don't just change how you feel, you change who you are. Your external reality begins to rearrange itself to match your new internal state. This is how people manifest seemingly miraculous results, not because the universe suddenly favors them, but because they finally tuned into the frequency of their desires. In the next block, I'll guide you step by step through the exact practices to activate these 3 forces in your own life. By the time we're done, you'll have a clear, actionable roadmap to shift your frequency and create the life you've been longing for. And trust me, this is just the beginning. Now you know the 3 forces, but knowing them isn't enough. The real magic happens when you activate them, when you bring them to life inside you. In the next video, I'll guide you step by step through the exact practices to turn these forces into a living frequency, because information alone won't change your life, but embodiment will. And once you experience this, there's no going back.